Prescribed fire offers a multitude of potential benefits for woodland owners. Just a few examples include reducing the risk of damaging wildfires, disposing of logging debris, reducing competition from undesirable vegetation, easier access to your woodlands, improving the appearance, and enhancing wildlife habitat.
What is your objective for burning? Because that's going to dictate a whole lot of it. You're going to have to burn on a continued rotation. And once again, it goes back to objective. It could be anywhere from 1 year to every 5 years. If you're burning in hardwoods, you know you're looking at every 5 to 10 years. But it is a continued rotation.
A wildfire come through, thunderstorm, lightning, whatever else, and you haven't burned in 5 years, you walk across, it's like walking across your couch cushion. It's this thick. So you got a lot of fuel, you'll have a lot of fire. Like right there, you look, we've just got a few needles on the floor. If we have a wildfire in August this year, when it gets here, it'll basically go out because there's no fuel.
Burning, but you got to make sure you have a burning permit if you need it. How far you are from woodlands, how close you are to a house. There are some of those things that do come into play.
The reel is, I think it's 200 and some feet, 250 feet, whatever, so you can go out to put a fire out. This is what I use to burn from typically, because if you're burning a sizable block, hoofing it around there kind of wears you out. So if you have to stop and fight something, I don't want to be all worn out. So I use four-wheelers. Like this one has fire rake on it for raking a line when you're trying to keep a fire from going somewhere. Or before we burn, we rake around the power poles and all that sort of stuff with a fire rake. If you rake it out, like if we were burning over here, I'd rake around these posts just, 18 inches out, and it wouldn't be an issue. This is a fire swatter, like a fly swatter, only once you learn how to use it in a small fire, you can just really put out a fire. A lot better than stomping on it with your feet. Now, this is supposed to be a backpack, but I just have it strapped up here and tied in, and it's a hand pump. But this allows me to sit the drip torch here, and I can ride around and not have to carry everything in my hands. We also, when we're burning Forest Service too, we always carry radio, so you can instantly communicate with the group to know what you're doing and what's going right and what's not going right. I've been through the Forest Service burn school twice. They have they don't have just like a professor or a teacher or whatever. They have guys that have been burning for years, so you get the field expertise there in the classroom showing you what to do. It's amazing what they can teach.
Okay, if you're going to do burn on your property, whether it's a site prep burn, where you're getting the area ready for planting trees, whether you're doing the understory burning, you're going to have some type of fire line. Now, we like to put in fire lines with a dozer because we can get good wide lines in. It makes it easier to burn off of these wide lines.
But we're supposed to have a southwest wind this direction, so as Rob was just saying, what I'm going to start right here is just light around this. Start here and light around the corner. This is a drip torch. It has a mixture of gasoline and diesel fuel. Gas is so it burns quickly. The diesel is so it keeps burning. Please don't take what we tell you here today and go light up the woods. You need to talk to the Forest Service. As I said, we've been doing this for almost 20 years. I still talk to the forest ranger that day and make sure that he knows what I'm doing, where we're doing it. You do not want a fire to get out. I do not. I'm very safe. I know what the parameters are, and I work within the parameters. I don't ever push parameters.
This could be Preston's test fire, because before you ever get really started, you always set a little area on fire first, and you watch what it's doing. You watch where your smoke is going. You know, you see what that test fire is doing to make the decision. Are we going to continue to burn, or it's not going to do what we want to? We need to shut the thing down.
This is a great day because it's a Category 4, so the smoke's going to lift, but it's actually going to go this way.
Transport wind is southwest at 14. The vent rate is 65,000 feet, so that kind of gives us an idea about how fast the smoke will disperse in the atmosphere. And that's a burning category of 4 right now, which is good. So we go from burning category 1 to 5, and the higher the burning category, usually the better the vent rate and the smoke dispersion, and usually have a better burn as well.
Firing off that ATV is a way to go. As you get farther back, what you're going to do, fire will start to pull on itself.
Landowners who would like to implement prescribed fire on their own property can hire the North Carolina Forest Service to do so. You can also look into hiring a private contractor. And lastly, landowners do have the option to do their own prescribed burning, but proper training is absolutely critical to do it safely and correctly.
Yeah, I saw that.